okay, come on, look, come on. I mean, Zishan, me, Raleigh. So, they say in this statement, saving the best for last. And I don't really like that statement because, for me, everyone's amazing. And the last 4 years for me have been amazing. I've had a chance to be part of the Canada Job Expo. In 2011, I was doing it up in Centennial College. I told Suji, I said, you gotta come to Toronto. This was Scarborough. There's nothing wrong with Scarborough. You're actually doing the event across the street from my Centennial College. Everybody know Centennial College? Right for you? So I said, well, just come to the Northbrook Memorial Center. It's just like Henry Shepherd, Subway and all that. Fast forward 2015, we've done how many events here since 2011? And it has been a great opportunity. But the big surprise for me was the fact that the people that I've met. And the next person who's going to speak here, you're in for a treat. Morale, I met 2 years ago in this room. He was actually coming by with his wife and kids, just passing by, and he asked me for my card. I gave him to him. Well, let me tell you, this gentleman here is author of 2 books. I had a chance to speak at his book launch for his second book last year. It was totally a very humbling and amazing experience. And the last thing today. Today was a very exciting day because the Canada Job Expo redesigned a new website. Have you seen the new website that's going across up there? Well, a lot of the work was done by Morale and his team. And I was looking at it last night. And I went to the landing page and I saw me on the landing page. Somebody on the website, so there's a video of me interviewing someone. So I'm like, okay. And then I go again, there's me again, crossing the screen. I go, okay, maybe too much, Jim. I was like, I like the attention, but maybe too much. But at the end of the day, the site's amazing. I urge you to check out. It's an amazing resource website. We actually did a mini presentation about an hour ago, but definitely go in. I'm part of the group there, the resource group that is going to be posting articles and invites from them moving forward. But Morale is going to share with you some insights on LinkedIn. Who's on LinkedIn? Okay. Who's not on LinkedIn? It's the rest. Well, whoever's not, by the time Morale's done, you will be not in, you're going to be like two feet in. I have had great success with LinkedIn. I've been found numerous times. So get your notepads ready, get your recording devices out, and really just learn. At the end of the day, it's about listening and applying. And Morale was teaching a little bit inside during the opening statement there. But today, in the next half hour, you are really going to get some insights. So again, without further ado, thank you again for coming today, participating in all the sessions. I'd like to hand this over to Morale Muthi.
Thanks, Jim, for a wonderful introduction.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. By the way, he also writes articles for the Canadian Immigrant Magazine. Check it out. Really amazing article.
Thanks, Jim. Good afternoon, friends, and thanks for coming here. It's a nice Saturday afternoon, and you're here, and I hope I add value into your life. So I normally start any session with this question. It's not about why I am here. I'm here to share something, and if only you all knew what we know, you would all have jobs. And our hope and our aim is to help you achieve what you came here looking for. So, how can I help you, sir? Looking for a job. What's your name? Farzan is looking for a job, ma'am. To get the job possible. And your name? Adnaiza. Okay. Adnaiza, Farhan, and I'll speak around your names are Preet, looking for a job. Okay. If only we knew what we knew. Okay. And I'm going to make it as easy as possible to let you know that you might already be doing a couple of things unknowingly, but for someone else. And if you only apply those very steps to your own job search, you'll get a job very quickly. And one of the things they always say is, always check the fruit on the tree. Check if the person who's doing the talk is qualified enough to offer advice. And so there's not boasting, just to let you know it's possible. I'm an immigrant like many of you here. My wife and I came into this country. Within the 10th day I got a job in my field, in the kind of company I wanted in downtown. I come from the marketing background, and I'm telling you it's possible. I never had to attend an event like that. Nothing wrong with this event, but if you could just get the skills that are needed. Okay? Now, so Jim asked about LinkedIn. Do you all know that LinkedIn is the world's #1 professional network? Right? And that's the reason you all are on LinkedIn. Every 2 seconds, someone joins LinkedIn. My question is, you might be on LinkedIn, but Do you have a link? Do you have a social media profile that's optimized to give you the job? It's like joining the gym. Not everyone who joins the gym makes it, right, Farzan? People join the gym, they get on the treadmill for 6 months and they say, I've not lost weight. It's not about joining the gym.
No.
It's what you do in the gym. Similarly, being on LinkedIn is good, but doesn't really mean anything. So let's go. There are 17 steps to LinkedIn. People are not on LinkedIn. I did see a raise of hands. Who are not on LinkedIn? It's okay. We are here to help you. Everyone suddenly on LinkedIn? Okay. What's your name, ma'am? Alicia. What job are you looking for? Paralegal. Okay. You've been applying for jobs. Alicia, how many people apply per job for a paralegal job? Over 500. You know. Alicia knows that over? You're guessing. Yeah, you're close. It's 800. It's 250 to 800 per job. Everyone agrees? Alicia knows that over 500 people apply. So your resume could be what? Resume number 442 or 328. For one job, so many resumes do come on the recruiter's table, and it becomes like a lottery system, right? There is no way resume number 440 is going to go to number 1. What's your name, sir? Puneet. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
LinkedIn can make that possible. It doesn't matter when you enter, you can be a number 1. Is that good? For that one reason, you could get on that. What are the other reasons? Everyone is using a smartphone. Do you agree? All of us use smartphones. Let's look at the world today. Each one of us has a smartphone. Outside of this room, in offices, in downtown, and on Shepherd, and on Young, people use this. Walk into Starbucks, people would have this. I'm sure each one of you here has a smartphone. What's your name, ma'am? Agnes. Agnes, you have a smartphone? Just because we have a smartphone, did it make us smart? It's what we do with it. Which means, outside of this room, even recruiters police have smartphones. And statistics show that the average recruiter spends over 4 hours a day doing all the hiring on his smartphone. Facebook has apps, LinkedIn has apps, Facebook has something called draft search, Twitter has something called tweet my job. We're not even going there, we're only talking LinkedIn. Making sense? The recruiters are looking for you, Agnes, here, and you're doing something else. How do you apply for your job? You email your resumes and they go into something called a black hole. You never see anything about them, right? They're just gone. Do you realize why? Because they're looking for you here and you're not here. One of the first things you want to do, guys, if you're a LinkedIn, download a LinkedIn app. So 100% of recruitment today, you can go on Google and we don't have the internet here. Everything I'm going to share with you is not something I learned in college. It's something I picked up along the way. One degree that I would give all of you today by the time the session is over is a degree in BCS. You know BCS, Farhan? Bachelor of Common Sense. Common sense tells us that the social media usage in everything is increasing. What do you use social media for? We look up the latest restaurants, we look up movie reviews. What else do we use it for? We use social media to even come here. I use Google Maps to come here, right? People use social media for everything. Why do you think they don't use it for the recruitment process? Am I making sense? It's common sense. Recruiters use it a lot to filter candidates, to identify, to even look up what you have been doing. So it makes sense to not only be on social media and on LinkedIn, but have a dynamic presence on it. Okay? Now, there are 17 simple common sense steps. The only question is, you don't want to be resume number 440. Is that a common thing for us? What job are you looking for? No, your background. Sorry? Electrical engineering. Would you be like Alicia would say, over 500 people apply per job? Your resume does become one of the 500. Agnes, what job do you look for? Marketing, social media. Come on. You should use social media to apply for the job. Sorry? You're a newcomer. Okay, good. But you agree? If I'm going to do the paper route or monster.com or Workopolis, it goes through a black hole. Now look at it from the recruiter's point of view, Farhan. If you were a recruiter, each morning you're bombarded with 500 resumes. That's a 500 strangers writing to you who have no clue who you are, you have no clue who they are. How am I